Hi everyone, this is Curtis, aka Lieutenant Planet. I am reporting from Atlanta. Thursday, the Climate Reality Leadership Conference begins. It's 3 days. I'm going. I'm super excited about that. But over the past few weeks, uh, online groups have kind of come together preceding this conference to kind of get to know each other, and I found that a lot of people have been dropping out because they get their visas denied to come to the U.S. and Atlanta to go to this conference for 3 days. And that in itself isn't a huge story until you start asking some questions. And you find out that a lot of these people are getting denied for no reason, being given no reason for their denial, just getting denied outright. Basically, just telling them you are ineligible, and that's it. Now, I didn't know very much when I started doing some research about how to apply for immigrant visas into the United States because I'm a United States citizen. But upon review, I have found some pretty interesting things, including the fact that our main section of the U.S. Code for immigration policy comes from the Immigration and Nationality Act, which was established in 1952. Now, it has been amended a few times since then, but there are some glaring parts of it that are way outdated and worryingly subjective to outside influence, whether it's from the State Department because whoever is president wants to put an unofficial freeze on people coming into the country from certain other countries, or whether it's just some guy with a lot of money that doesn't want people to go to certain events. Who knows? And I'm not making any accusations which way or the other. I'm just saying that the wording leaves it to be very subjective to the point where the consular officer that someone applying for a visa in the United States would talk to has complete authority over the decision for some very, very subjective reasons. And I will kind of go over some of the reasons that I've found. All right, so we'll start with Section 221G of the Immigration and Nationalities Act, or INA. Quote, no visa or other documentation shall be issued to an alien if it appears to the consular officer, yada yada, that such alien is ineligible, or if the consular officer, quote, has reason to believe that such alien is ineligible to receive a visa. Also, immigrant membership, and this really shows the 1952, immigrant membership in, quote, the communist or any other totalitarian party or subdivision or affiliate thereof, domestic or foreign, is inadmissible. Unless, quote, the alien establishes, again, to the satisfaction of the consular officer that the membership or affiliation was involuntary. In the State Department website, supposedly for denied visas, quote, in most cases the applicant is notified of the section of law which applies when they're denied. Also, quote, visa applicants are also advised by the consular officer if they may apply for a waiver of ineligibility. Also, quote, when the consular officer determines that the applicant is ineligible to receive a visa, the visa application is denied. The applicant is informed verbally and in writing of the reason for denial based on the applicable sections of law. But probably the most telling part would be Section 214B, which says, every alien, quote, shall be presumed to be an immigrant until he establishes that he is entitled to a non-immigrant status. First of all, 1952 coming right back at you to hit you in the face with no mention of female immigrant status at all. And this is part of our U.S. code. So going further, U.S. Code Title 8, Chapter 12, Subchapter 2, Part 2, Section 1182, Subsection 4, quote, any alien who, in the opinion of the consular officer, at the time of application for a visa, or in the opinion of the Attorney General, at the time of application for admission or adjustment of status, is likely at any time to become a public charge, is inadmissible. A public charge, meaning the consular officer or the Attorney General has any reason to think that they might come to the U.S. and stay for any reason. It's just completely okay for them to, it just blows my mind. It's completely okay for them to take almost nothing into account and just say, I think you're going to stay, and completely deny you. And to go further into it, officially, this can take into consideration any of the following: a person's age, health, family status, assets, resources, and financial status, or education and skills. So for any of those reasons, you can be flat out denied a visa into the U.S. So by now we've seen that it's completely subjective. And that makes it open to corruption and influence. And that is a major problem that really should be addressed to our immigration policy. These are people that are trying to come into the U.S. to go to a training about how to make the world a better place for all of us. And the problem is they're not being denied because they're going to that training. They're being denied before they're asked any questions. I'm going to actually go through. I have a list of 12 people specifically that have been denied, and I've gotten in touch with a lot of them and found the reason that they got, if any. All right, first I have a few that have asked not to be named because they're all part of a specific environmental organization, which I will also not name, but 2 are from Nigeria, 1 is from Cameroon. One of the ones from Nigeria said he was asked no relevant questions, just refused, told he was not qualified at this time for a visa. That's it. One from Cameroon was told he needed to have a house. Otherwise, they were worried that he wouldn't go back to his home country. They checked no documents and asked no pertinent questions about why he was applying for a visa. Another, Mahawa from Liberia, denied because it was not the right stage of her life. She was 25 years old and she was asked 3 questions: if she was a student, if she had ever been outside Liberia, and the purpose of her trip, and then was denied. I have another one that I wasn't able to get in context, Sanjiv from India. Another one, Joyce from Guyana. Another one, Dimple from Guyana, was given no reason, just a yellow piece of paper stating that she needed to apply another time, and it wasn't her first denial. Another from Nigeria, Anika, asked if she was married. She said no, she was denied. Another from Pakistan, Haider, applied twice, no reason for refusal. Another, Olorunwa from Nigeria. Another, Douglas from Nigeria, refused for no reason, told just not eligible at this time. And then 2 more recent ones, Tushar from India and Angie from Mexico, can't come because of visa delays. I don't know why these people were denied, but the vast majority of them, the ones that I have talked to, tell me that they were denied for no reason, or as far as they were led to believe, there was no reason for their denial, that they were just not eligible at this time. And that brings to question, when you have people from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different countries, 12 people from 8 different countries around the world that were all denied visas to come to a climate reality conference for no reason. What's going on? Now today I tried to get on the phone with the State Department, specifically the National Visa Center. I was on a hold for about 40 minutes. Finally got someone. They didn't have any answers for me. They said they would try to get a supervisor. I put on hold for another 10 minutes. At which point the same guy came back on and said because I didn't have a ticket number basically, or a reference number, that I couldn't talk to anyone at this time. So I'm going to call back, but I'm not holding out very much hope, but I would really like to know why all these people were denied, and if anybody else has any information or any inside information about why people are being denied visas to the U.S. outright without any reason, please get in contact with me, because I want to find out. It's really not fair. These people are just trying to do a good thing. But yeah, that's my list. That's what I found out so far. It's really just how it is, I guess. Just needs to be changed.